rearrange the string k distance apart. So for this problem, we are giving a string s, and we are also giving an integer k, and we're gonna rearrange s such that the same characters are at least distance k from each other. So what does that mean? Let's just check the first example. So the first character, so for example, we have like a, b, b, and c, c. Yeah. So how can we make it at least k distance apart with each other? So for example, if we first have a character a, so why we gonna decide to choose the first character which is gonna be a? Definitely that's gonna be the most frequent characters. So currently the most frequent characters a, b, c, they are equal, so we can choose any one of them. So for example, if we just choose a, what's gonna happen is what left behind of a, there's only one, and what left behind b, there are two, and what left behind by c, there are two. Yeah. So this means for the next time, yeah, which character we're gonna choose? So definitely we will not choose character a. So except a, we're gonna choose b or c. So the most frequent b is 2, the most frequent of c equals to 2, also the same, but we're gonna choose a b. Yeah. Now b gonna becomes 1, and c is the most frequent, so this means for the next one we're gonna choose c. Yeah. So c becomes 1. Yeah. Now we are okay because we have 3 different characters. So what is the value of k? So k equals to 3. Yeah. So this means currently we are choosing 3 characters. It is okay. So if we are going to choose the next character, definitely it can be a, b, or c. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So what are we gonna choose? Yeah. So we can still choose this character a. Yeah. Now a becomes 0, we will not consider, and then we're gonna choose a b, b becomes 0, and then we're gonna choose a c, c becomes 0. Yeah, so it seems we need some data structure to solve the problem, and we need to control the frequency. So we're gonna first choose the most frequency ones. So this means we're gonna use our priority queue. So it's gonna be a max heap. Yeah. So it means we're gonna choose a max heap to solve the problem. Yeah. But how can we decide the window? Because k equal to 3, this means we're gonna have a window size of 3. So definitely we want to pop out something. For example, this character a. If we want to pop out something, definitely we don't want to push into the heap immediately until we reach the size of the window. So we're gonna use a queue to control the window. So for example, inside the window we have a, b, c. We have 3 characters, and it equals to k. So for the next time, what are we gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna just pop out to the left side of the queue. We're gonna pop out this character, this a, because for the next time, definitely we're gonna use this character. Yeah, we just pop it out and put it inside the priority queue, and we're gonna continue to check. Yeah, so I think this is the only difficult part, because we gonna need a queue to control the size of the window, which is gonna be 3. So in this way, we can keep all the characters different inside a window. So for example, currently it is a, b, c. It is okay because we didn't put anything inside the queue, so it's gonna be okay. It must be different. Now the window size becomes k. So even we put the character a inside the priority queue, it doesn't matter because currently we don't care if there's a duplicate character because we've already reached the size of the window. So next we're gonna put a, b, c. Yeah, like that. Now let's just start coding. Actually, we need to check the special case. So the special case is that if k equal to 0, yeah, we will not execute our algorithm. We're gonna directly return the string of s. Yeah, otherwise we're gonna make mistakes. Now let's just continue. So I'm gonna explain this one later on if we find something wrong. But let's just continue the main algorithm. So we're gonna prepare a max heap. It's gonna be a array, and inside I'm gonna choose a negative frequency. Yeah, because in Python there's no max heap, so we're gonna use a negative value to represent the max heap character. So for character frequency in counter as dot items. So in this way we get a max heap, and the max heap is decided by the frequency. Yeah. Now we're gonna prepare a queue and final result. So the queue gonna be an empty queue, and the result I'm gonna set it as empty string. Now I'm gonna check the max heap. So while max heap, I'm gonna pop out the frequency at character. I'm gonna use a heap pop of the max heap. Yeah. Now we have the frequency at character, but currently we should know that the frequency gonna be a negative value. So let's just turn the frequency to a positive value, because later on we're gonna use it. Yeah. Now what about the result? So the result gonna plus equal to the current character. And what's the next? So the next is that we need to put it inside of the queue. So we need to append it, and inside of the queue we're gonna keep the frequency to positive values. So from here we're gonna use a frequency -1 and the character. Yeah, because we've already used this character, because this character has already been used, so that is why the frequency needed to -1 at the same time. Yeah. Now what happens if the length of the queue equals to k? So this means if the length of the queue, this means all the characters inside the queue gonna be different. But if this length of the queue equals to k, it means we can keep the duplicate characters, because we've already reached the window. So this means we're gonna pop out from the left side of the queue. So we're gonna put a frequency and a character. It's not here. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it equals to k or not. Let me think about it. It matters. If the length of the queue equal to k, it means we can keep the duplicate. So we're gonna pop out the frequency and the character. It's gonna equal to q dot pop left. Yeah, because we've already choose the most frequency ones. So next, we're gonna choose this duplicate character, because anyway we're gonna choose the most frequent character. So for example, we have 3's, and we have 2b, and we have 1c. So what happens is that first time, so the k also equal to 3. Yeah, so the first time definitely we're gonna choose a, and then the frequency of a equals to 2. Yeah, so this is gonna be updated to 2, but we didn't pop out anything from the heap. Currently we didn't push it inside the heap yet, even though this a, the frequency of a becomes 2, but we didn't push it into the heap. So inside the heap we still have this b and c. So for the next one, definitely we're gonna use b, and this will update it to 1, but this is popped out. We didn't put it inside the heap, but it is already inside the queue. Yeah, so it is safe for us. It means every data is stored because it is just inside the queue. So next we're gonna choose c, because c equal to 0. Yeah, the frequency of c equals to 0, and this is also inside the queue. We didn't push it into the heap yet. Yeah, but this is okay. Now, if the length of the queue equals to k, because this is 1 equals to k, and everything from here is inside the queue. So this means we need to put this one inside the heap. Yeah. So if we put this one inside the heap, so definitely for the next one we're gonna use this character a. Yeah. And then this length of the queue also becomes this k. Yeah, because we still need to put another 1 inside the queue. So this A becomes 1, and then we're gonna choose B because we don't have C. So what left behind is so this is A B C A B. So what left behind is only character A, right? Yeah. So this means with yeah, let me think about the last character. Inside the queue, this is a character. We don't have character C. We're gonna use this. Yeah, so we're gonna choose A and B, and what left behind is only character A. So the frequency of A gonna become 1. Here, this Q gonna append this A. Yeah, so this means the length of the queue gonna never become K. Yeah, this means finally we only have a character of A, B, C, and A, B. It meets the conditions because for the next one, it's gonna be character A. If we were to put it inside, it must meet this condition, but we didn't meet. Yeah, so this means the length of the result is not equal to length of the string. It means it is not possible. Let me just continue. Now we want to put it inside the heap. So inside the heap, it's gonna be the max heap with a tuple. It's gonna be the negative of frequency and character. So finally, we need to return the result if length of the result are equal to length of the string. Else we're gonna return an empty string. But if we were to put something inside the priority queue, we have to check the frequency. Yeah, so the frequency must be more than 0. Yeah, otherwise there's no meaning to put it inside, because if it is more than 0, definitely it's going to be at least 1, and we can use it from here. Otherwise we cannot use it. Yeah, so this is why for this example, because the frequency becomes 0, we didn't put it inside the priority queue. Yeah, because we've already used the C and we didn't put it inside the priority queue. But there's still the last character A inside the max heap. This A is not inside. Yeah, let me just run it to have a basic check. Now as you can see, this one works. Yeah, but let's just check the second example. So for the second example, we have 3 character A. Definitely it didn't work. Yeah, because for 3 character A, it's gonna be like A, B, C, A. But what left behind is another A. Definitely it didn't work. Yeah, so let's just check what is the result for the second testing case. Yeah, so as we can see, it just has A, B, C, A, because we cannot put the next character A to the result. Yeah, because according to the algorithm, so for example, we have 3A and 1B and 1C. Yeah, so if we're gonna run the algorithm, so this is from the beginning. So this is inside the max heap, and while we are checking the heap, so we're gonna pop it out for the first one. So this one gonna be popped out from the heap, and then inside the queue, we're gonna have a character A with a frequency of 2. Yeah, because Q is not equal to 3, so this is okay. Yeah, so this one is just popped out. And for the next time, this B and the result gonna be A. Yeah. And for the next time, this one will be popped out. Yeah. And here inside the Q, B gonna become 0, and the next character gonna be on B. And similarly for this C gonna be 0 inside the Q, and it's gonna be popped out of the heap. Yeah. Now what we're gonna have is we're gonna have ABC. Yeah. But length of the queue, so this is the queue. So length of the queue is 3 equals to k. So we need to pop it out, pop it from the left side of the queue. So A2 gonna be popped out from the queue, and it's gonna be put it inside the heap. Yeah. So this means inside the heap, we're gonna have this character A with a frequency of 2. Yeah. So for this character A, the frequency gonna become 2. Yeah, let me put it here. Yeah, so currently this one is inside the priority queue. Now we're gonna still check the max heap. Yeah, and we're gonna pop it out, and we're gonna put it inside of the result. Now we're gonna have a character A, right? Yeah, and the length of the queue becomes 2 because we popped it out. Yeah, and then we're gonna append it. So this means inside of the queue, yeah, we're gonna append here. It's gonna be like B0, C0, and A1. Yeah, because currently A is 2, A minus 1, 2 minus 1, it becomes 1, and this is inside of the queue. Yeah. So currently this means yeah. So this means the length of the queue equals to k, and we're gonna pop it out, pop it from the left side. Yeah, so definitely we cannot use A because we're gonna use the Q to control the unique characters, but we're gonna pop out this character B, right? If we were to pop out B, but the frequency of B is 0, it is not more than 0, so definitely we will not push to the max heap. Yeah, so we just pop it out. Yeah, we popped out this one, and we didn't push into the max heap. Yeah, so what becomes the max heap? Because this one is popped out, so there's nothing inside the max heap because this one is popped out. So this is going to be the final result, ABCA. Definitely ABCA is not equal to the length of the 3S. This is why it didn't work. Yeah, because this is an easier example to explain, other than like too many A or too many B or too many C. But this one, we're going to use this one to explain why, yeah, we're going to check the frequency. Yeah, I think this frequency is going to be the most difficult part to understand. Yeah, so definitely we're going to use this frequency to control the max heap. Otherwise, if we cannot do that, we're going to stop the we're going to stop the while loop, and we're going to just output the result. So this is the only condition which meet the requirement, but it is not the length of the string, so that is why it is still an empty string. Yeah, because if it is not possible, we're going to return an empty string. Yeah. Now let me try to submit it to check. I have another print. Let me just delete the print. It didn't work. So here we have a BB, and yeah, we're gonna have a BAB definitely. Let me have a check. Yeah, this is not expected. So this is my max heap. Yeah, let me just print out the max heap to check what is inside of the max heap. Definitely, I think it should be okay. Yeah, let's just check the last example. Yeah, so this is okay. -1 with A, -2 with B. Yeah, now let's just check my first character. So I just wondered what gonna be my first character, why it didn't work. Let me actually check the result. Definitely, I think the result is not right. Yeah, So the result is just AB. So this is quite strange. Normally for the first character it should be A. Yeah, but currently it is B. Yeah. So let me just check the first character. C. Yeah, so my first character, as we can see, it is A and B. Definitely, it should not be like that. Yeah, yeah, because the first character normally it should be B. Yeah, this is quite strange for me. Because this is a max heap. If I pop out a value, it must be the character B instead of A. So this is the Q. This is a max heap, and this is a Q. Yeah, let me just print out the max heap 0, because if we were to pop it out, definitely it's going to be the max heap 0. So yeah, the max heap 0 is A instead of a B. Oh, this is a little bit strange for me. Yeah, this one is -2 with A, -3 with A. Yeah, it seems okay. -3 with A. Yeah, so this one should be -2 with B, but it is still A. This is quite strange for me. Did I do? Oh, I did something wrong because I didn't make a heap. Actually, it is not a heap. That is why it didn't work. Yeah, I should heapify the max heap. Now I think it's gonna be okay. Now let me just run it. Now as you can see, it works. Yeah. Now let me just delete the print and yeah, just submit it to check if it works. Now let me just submit it. Yeah, now as you can see, it works and it passes all testing cases. And because this is a heap, so this is our max heap, and we're gonna use all the characters definitely if it is true. So it's gonna be the length. Yeah, it's gonna be n log n time complexity. Yeah, because for each of the time we're gonna pop it out from the max heap, but it is not n log n actually. Let me think about it. There are 26 characters. Yeah, but it can be n characters, so the time complexity is gonna be yeah, because inside of the max heap there are gonna be 26 characters. Yeah, so for the max heap, we're gonna use the counter. For the counter of s, definitely it's gonna be O n time, right? N gonna be 3 times 10 to the power of 5. So here it's gonna be O n time. But what about the max heap? Because inside of the max heap it's gonna be only 26 characters. But even there are 26 characters, there's gonna be a frequency. It can be 100 or it can be 1000. Yeah. So it's gonna run inside the max heap there's 26 characters, but it's gonna run O n time, so it's gonna be n log 26. So yeah, so this is gonna be the time complexity. Maybe we're gonna use n log m gonna be 26. I think that's all about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.